Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Mrs. Momshie TV. I'm your host Dee, and today we have a special guest from Malaysia. Upon celebrating my 11th year in the virtual assistance industry, I have realized that all of the work that I've done is truly my worship, and it is what gives it worth. I believe the same line strikes a chord for this creative woman on the show. She walks by faith and glorifies God in her designs, and it's just beautiful. The whole chit chat we had has been super fun, and it has been giving me some chills to my bones because it's truly helping me reboost myself as an 11th year old VA. So let's get creative today with Jen Estil of Canva Concepts. She is a branding consultant, a blogger herself, a designer, graphic designer, and educator to brands and creators alike. Welcome, Jen, to Mrs. Momshie TV. I am super thrilled to have you on the show. And the idea that you're in Malaysia, you're my very first international guest. So just very thankful for sharing your brilliance over here. Please tell
You're
us.
welcome. Mhm.
Yeah, so I went over your website and it's truly very creative. I can truly see the passion in what you do. And so from the term Canva, I immediately know what it is related to. But yeah, not all people do. So please tell us why the name Canva Concepts.
Yes. Um, well, first, it's because I've been using the design tool called Canva, which is a free web browser tool. So you can make designs, yeah, free. And then at the same time, I've been using it for 5 years now, and I'm also doing it for my freelancing business for graphic design and visual branding. And I love creating design. Even doodling and doing watercolors. I'm very creative.
Wow.
So that's why I instead use the word concepts because I have so much ideas.
Yes,
And
yes.
then being using Canva. So
So you
Canva
have,
concepts.
yeah, so you have the heart of an artist talaga. I can
Yes.
definitely see that. Yeah, I learned that you were a nurse turned digital creative. Yeah, what made
Yes,
you
I
change
am.
that?
um, what made me change? Well, because
What made you
the
change?
bottom line, yeah, because I was unhappy. I wasn't happy with where I was
Mm-hmm.
before, in the nursing industry and then also in the BPO industry,
Mm-hmm.
call center industry. So I want to be happy, and in the bottom of it, na my design skills, my creativity came out, and so I decided to make a change. And then why not go into freelancing and then
Yes.
use my creative skills and have make profits out of it. And so here I am now, 5 years later,
Yes.
doing what I love.
That must be an amazing 5 years and counting, diba? Yeah. So how is
Yes.
business so far during this COVID-19 pandemic?
Oh, it's actually surprising.
Mm-hmm.
um, because I've been getting a lot of clients and projects at the same time, even though we have this recession going on all over the world, not just in the Philippines and in Malaysia. And then there's just a huge demand in creating graphic design and branding itself, visual branding. So um, there's no problem in getting clients for me because everyone's in Facebook right now, and then also my friends refer me to their friends who have their own businesses. So it's been amazing, surprisingly.
Yeah, super wagi talaga yung mga freelancers ngayon kahit pandemic. Yeah.
Yes.
Umaakit pa rin tayo dito sa bahay. Nasa bahay lang tayo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's talk about the importance of branding. So my brand over the years has evolved in so many ways. and even the way I do business. So when do you think a brand deserves a makeover?
Ah, very good question. um, when when does a brand needs a makeover? Well, first for me, I would reverse engineer it, meaning I would go back to the main core and purpose of your business, of your personality, your mission. If that kind of changed throughout the years of your business, then I think you need to really rebrand, especially visually, so that
Mhm.
whatever your mission is, it will reflect visually on your design. Let's
Mm.
say, like me, before I started really as a virtual assistant, doing
Yes.
general things as assisting businesses.
Yes.
So my brand before was purely just about services and being a general VA. And then over the years, that's when I niched down and then really decided that I just want to stick with graphic design and be a
Yes.
creative. So that's when I would really say that you have to rebrand. If the purpose and your mission as a business change, so you have to align it as well. Especially if you have over the years change your target market or your target
Mhm. Yes.
clients, because that can
Exactly.
happen also.
Mm-mm.
So you have to align it that your audience can relate to and speak with you.
Yes.
So
That's
that's
very
one
true.
key thing for it.
That's very true. And even if you're conceptualizing just a new brand, or even if it's a makeover, an old brand, it's really a process, diba? Meron kang process, no, diba?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
create those mood boards, yung parang mga ganon. Mood
Yes.
boards that, yeah. So yeah, I had encountered a handful of client types that, seem to be interested with branding, and when we talk about the
Mm-hmm.
budget, they respond with a scene note on Facebook. Yeah. So what is your
Mm-hmm.
take on this when prospective clients claim that they can't afford? Because everybody just wants a new website, new templates, but when you talk about the budget, dun yung risk,
Mm-hmm.
dun yung parang challenge. So, paano kaya
Yeah.
yun?
Well, I've encountered this also recently.
Mm.
Nakaka-encounter rin naman ako ng gano'n.
Ah,
Well, I would see it in their perspective because this is business. It's
yes.
still business at the end of it. So money is definitely involved and the budget is definitely involved. I
Mm.
think in a way they just haven't really seen the importance and the value of having a brand consultant do this for them.
Yes.
And at the same time, I think because of that, they expect, I think, yeah, they expect that they just need just a little bit of budget. So
Mm.
that's why the expectations and then
Yeah.
the planning for the budget doesn't meet.
Yeah.
Taliwas sila gawa, ganun sila. Di ba?
Yeah.
so,
That's, yeah.
so I think important rin that you get to know your clients at the same time,
Mhm,
explain
right.
to them the value and then the future outcome of what this will give them. Because
Right.
um, visual branding is very, very valuable and profitable for any business when you do it right and execute it right. Uh, Although you will also need marketing, but when
Mm.
executed right, it can bring a lot of business and clients for the
Yes, very true. That's
specific
super,
brand.
yeah, super on point talaga. So say for example, I'm just starting out in my business, or I am branching out. Do I really need to have a logo, a website, those social media templates with all my business colors right away?
Good question as well, because I get that a lot. I would always say yes, you have to. We
Yes.
call that the MVP or the minimum viable product. When
Yes.
you're starting out, the really best practice is to have something at the start
Mm.
out, even a minimal, yeah, like the minimum valuable product.
Yes.
Simple logo, simple
Mm.
color structure, simple
Mm.
design layouts, and all of the elements. That's why the most, I guess, least thing that you can do is build your own brand board and then have
Mm.
someone create a simple logo for you,
Yes.
just so that your business can have can have an identity that your audience can recognize easily, because it's really hard to
Mm.
build a brand identity when people already recognize you for something else,
Oh.
and that's really hard to change,
Mm.
because there's already recognition, and then they would think, and they would be confused along the way if you change it
Oo nga.
abruptly. So why not at the start, to make things easier for you in the long run?
Mm.
Just build something like the most minimal thing that you can do.
Oo.
So yeah, it's really important that if you're starting out a business or any kind of brand, yes, have a logo set
Mm.
up, have a color, set of fonts, set everything. At the very least, have those.
Yes, yes, you're right. How is it possible for one to become a graphic designer without Photoshop skills? Because I've seen that on your website and it's super prominent. It's very catchy. So how does one become a graphic designer without the skills in Photoshop?
Good question as well.
Thank you.
That's the usual question that I get from people who, or like students, because I also
Yes.
have students right now who ask me how do you do it? Well,
Mm.
it doesn't well become like this overnight.
Mm.
It takes time, and then it's I would like to say that it's a misconception that to be a graphic designer you need Photoshop skills,
All
when in
right.
fact you don't have to. Yeah, you
You are
don't have
really,
to. Uh,
yes.
yeah,
You are really
what you need
disrupting the
really,
norm. You're somewhat
yes,
disrupting. Yeah.
yes, because it can be done because I did it. So
Yeah.
anyone else can do it as well.
Right, right.
What you really need is creativity,
Mm-mm.
and at the same time being able to solve problems in a different way, like going out of the box, and then
Yes.
just using the most comfortable design tool that you can use. It can be the Adobe Photoshop, but for
Mm.
me it was Canva,
Yes.
because my story back then is because I didn't have the budget to purchase the Adobe software.
All right.
It
Yeah.
was too expensive for me at that
Yes.
time, and then the only free and powerful tool that I encountered was Canva. And then
Yes,
from then
I
on,
agree.
I just used it, practiced it, and I learned it along the way. And then I also purchased courses.
Oh, yeah.
uh, I purchased courses on how to create design, the principles of
Mm.
this and that. And then, so with just piecing all together, the creativity part, the desire for you to really succeed and start and
Mm.
succeed in the freelancing industry, and then learning from other people,
Yes.
how they do it, and then putting putting your personality
Yeah.
that you can
Agree.
then you can be a branding consultant right away without even having a degree, even
Right.
having the Photoshop skills.
Oo nga. I learned that there's a premium version of Canva. You need to yeah, pay it. Do you have to be on that premium subscription, or we can start with the free one? Oh, what do
Mm.
you
You can
suggest?
start with the free one,
Yes.
because that's where I started.
But there's a
What
there's a wealth of design concepts in on there if you purchase it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, with the Canva Pro, the premium subscription, which is really light in the pocket as well,
Ah,
just a monthly basis.
yes.
Um, Besides that, you will be able to unlock
Mm,
unlimited templates and
I
elements
see.
inside of it. You can have the opportunity to sell your templates inside Canva,
Yeah, so
and
many,
that's one really good feature
right.
that you can use.
I love that. So many people are doing that on Etsy. I've heard earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So
And that's what
yeah.
I've been doing.
Wow. I love that. Hindi ko pa
Mhm.
yan na-try. Sige.
You should
Well,
try it.
oo nga, no? Tignan ko yun. Yeah, so the idea
Mm-hmm.
that you can actually resell the designs, it's good, diba? Wala namang copyright
Mm-hmm.
claims doon.
Yeah, there's no copyright things. Only just for the logos, but you can just have someone do it or something. But for the main design templates, you can customize it for your client
Mm-hmm.
and then sell it. Just give the link and then they can use it
Yeah.
every single time that they want to. And then
Yes.
yeah,
Right, right. So, yeah, moving on, in this recession, I believe that we need to be really creative in terms of making and managing our money. So, how can moms or single ladies out there who are looking to thrive, amidst this pandemic, how can they turn designing into a business?
yes, that's also a good question. um, well, first thing that you can do to manage your money right now in the recession during this recession is well, first know what are your necessities right
Yes.
now, because yeah, because I've been a financial advisor also before.
Oh,
I've
that's
been doing a
nice.
lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. You wear plenty of
So you need
hats.
to so first you gotta really need to pin down or focus
Mm-hmm.
on what do you really need on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
Remove all the things that you really don't need. Like you really need that expensive shoe. You really
Mm-hmm.
need that another set of clothes when you're just going to be inside your house.
Right, right.
Like things like that. Do you really need that cake or something like that? Although
Mm,
it doesn't have to be limited to that. But
mm,
again, you really have to count all the things that you need necessity to keep your family and your health good
mm.
and safe. Everyone else.
Yes.
Next would be um, check on people who are already successful in
Mm,
the freelancing industry, in the graphic industry, because a lot of people have done it. It's not just me.
yeah.
So learn from them, follow them, because that's what I just did before.
Yeah.
When I didn't have the budget to enroll myself in courses, that's what I
Mm-hmm.
did. I follow them, and then I even put myself out there and message them and then add them
Mm-hmm.
in my Facebook. Like I know they don't know me.
Yeah.
I know there's a possibility they will reject me, but then again, just talk to them because they're also normal people, and then they will respond, and then they
Yeah.
would even answer you,
Mm.
because that's what happened to me as well. That's why I had mentors. There. The next step
Yes.
would be have your get your mentors
Yes.
for when you, especially here in graphic design and branding, because
Mm,
they will be the one to show you
mm.
the fastest, yeah, the fastest way to
Okay.
get there, and then for you to, and also for you to prevent the mistakes that they already did before, so you
Right.
don't have to go through them. So that's the fastest way. And then the next would be um, monetize your passion,
Yes.
because right, especially right now in YouTube pa lang, there's a lot of things that you
Right.
can do, even as far as creating glitter glue thing that kids
Right. Yes. That's
like
right.
that, simple things like that. You can really monetize. You just have to have that initiative to learn, to learn from other people, and then just start. That's one more thing. Don't wait for yourself to be perfect. Don't wait for your skills to be really mature. Just
Mm-hmm.
start. As long as you start, because
Yes.
everyone starts somewhere and you have to start as well. Whether you're good at it or not, whether you're perfect at it or not, just start. And then eventually you'll get going. And then your skills will be refined. And then looking back, malayo na palang narating mo.
Oh, nga. How do you stay motivated and creative in everything that you do?
Hmm. First is because of my husband and my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're my biggest why. You
Yes.
really have to have your biggest why.
Yes.
It's a misconception that you need to have a goal, like you need to have that you need to goal or have a goal to have a lot of money. Well,
Mm,
that's a short why, because there's always an underlying reason
mm,
why you want to have a lot of money.
mm,
So you really need to know that. And I always go back to
mm.
that. Oh, especially when I'm demotivated, because there are times
There
that
is
I'm not like
times.
this.
Yeah, that's
There
right.
are a lot of
Yeah.
times that I don't want to work. I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah, may
So I
ganun.
would go back and ask myself, why am I doing this again? For
Oo.
who? So I would have to check and see myself that I'm doing this because I love my husband. I'm doing this because I love my family. I want to
Mm,
succeed, and then um and then give the best life and best opportunity for
yes.
us as well. And at the same time, I'm doing this for my for God,
Yeah,
because
I
I
love
also
that.
know my
Yeah,
purpose
I
there. Because
noticed
I also know
how
my purpose,
yes,
that He gave all these talents for me
yes.
because He wants to use me to reach out to other people and give them hope, and also to give that um what's it called, that testimony that you can do it too, because He
Yes.
gave that talent for me, and it wasn't easy, but again, there's hope, there's faith, His promises
Wow.
are true. So I always go back to all of that.
That's really beautiful, beautiful. Para akong
Thank you.
natatouch doon kasi there are really times in our life na talagang down tayo, especially when a client parang when a client decides to move the other path. Yung mga ganun, meron tayong mga ganyan ano. So, para akong ano, minsan madi-discourage ako. But yeah, hearing that from you, that's super helpful. Yeah, I'm going to go back to where I started. Talagang i-restart ko at I'm going
Mm.
to reassure myself kung bakit nga ba ako, bakit nga ba ganito
Mm.
yung ginagawa ko. So,
Yes.
yeah, and so where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Oh, I like that. 5 years from now, I would see
Yes.
myself as I don't know what the title is, but I see myself spearheading a design academy, really to teach people all over the world
Mm-hmm.
how to design using Canva and all of the other tools that I've been doing. And then also starting a community of freelancers for women, who support each other, and then build their own, because this is what my mentors are already doing, so I'm just
Yes.
stepping up and doing what they're doing. But
Yes.
really, that's what I really want to do, have my own design academy to teach
Mm-mm.
people, and at the same time have my own supportive community of women who are creative,
Okay.
because I
Well,
know a lot
yeah.
of women, and yeah,
Yes.
need that.
How do you have to be certified Canva creative?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like how do you,
I
how does
would
that
I would quickly answer that.
yeah, how do you become certified in that field in Canva? Because I do see others they claim they are certified Canva
Mhm.
creative. How does one get that?
I did research on that
Mm-hmm.
as well, because I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I'm not yet part of that, but it's okay,
Mm-hmm.
because my
Nice.
business is doing well, even if I am not certified. But to be part of it, I read that it's an invitation basis.
I
So Canva would be the one reaching out to you. So
see.
there's no registration form or anything like that. They'll be the one to reaching out to you. So I'm not
Ah,
sure how. So I guess we gotta have to do all of the marketing things
right.
for them to notice us.
Yeah.
so
Right.
so I guess, so yeah, they have to do that,
Mm-hmm.
market and be all over the media.
And how do you keep your freelance list or client list full right now?
Mm. Right now it's actually not full because I don't want it to be that full. I
Mm.
mean, I have one of my dreams is to I would always have it in my I have my journal, and then I have my
Yes.
declarations and affirmations there, and one of
Yes.
the things that I always write down is I have I have control, and I let me just add that what I always
Yes.
say is um, I have I have control, and I take my own vacations and rest days whenever I want to without
Uh,
compromising my business. So that's why I don't have my client list full.
I,
I just pick what I have. But for
mhm.
me to get ongoing and overflowing of the income as
Yes.
well is I would rate my works and my
Mm-hmm.
services at the highest, not really the highest, but what I see it. So I'm already at the five
Wow.
figure set. So uh, that's how I do things, and
Amazing.
then I just balance it out.
I
But
see.
one thing that I do is I also reach out over Facebook, because
Mm-hmm.
that's where I get most of my students and most of my clients, and then post valuable content on my page
Mm-hmm.
that will help my target clients, which are life coaches.
Great, great.
So there,
I love that. I love the idea that you know who your ideal client is. Yeah,
yes.
importante din yun sa atin mga freelancers. Okay, so to
Mm-hmm.
wrap this up, do you have any piece of advice to anybody out there, Filipino newbie VAs, seasoned VAs? Let me know what you could what's your um yeah, what's your piece about that?
Yes. Well, I would like to tell you that it's not an easy road to be in the freelancing industry.
Yeah, right.
But you can do it as long as you believe in yourself,
Mm,
and again go back to your why you're doing this, because I know definitely like me you have that very very centered and very um
mm,
powerful reason why you're doing this in the freelancing industry. I know part of it is because you want to be wealthy, you want to be financially free, you want a better life for your family, but again, look at it in a way why you're really doing this, because you're the only person that can answer that. And
mm,
once you define that and then write it down, I really believe that when you have those kinds of ideas, strong desires and dreams, you have to write it down every day, and
mm.
then so that you will um, your body and your eyes will remember it, and your brain will remember it, and have
Yes.
it deeply inside your heart. It will manifest, and then
Yes.
also God will help you along the way, because
Oh,
it
I
has
love
happened
it.
to me.
You know what?
It
You're
has
giving me
happened to me.
shivers. You're really giving me shivers right now. And parang maiiyak pa ako. Kasi super, I love this
Oh,
conversation we're having. Yung iba nga kasi, pag sinusulat nila, they tuck it under their pillow at night. Para talagang malapit sa kanila yung dreams na yung sinusulat nila. And it
yes.
really
Yes,
manifest.
it
Yeah.
works. It works. It
Yes.
really, really works. So that's one really. If anything else in this interview, you will forget. This
Mm.
is the only thing that I want you to remember.
I
Really,
love that.
to write down your desires, why
Mm.
you're doing this, repeat it, read it out loud day and night, really day and night, and then even post it on the wall so
Mm.
that you will always see it, and then you will see yourself years, maybe months, if it's fast enough for you, months, years, it will come true. It will
Yes,
become
yes.
a reality.
I believe that. I believe that. So tell us again where people can connect with you on social media, sites, how can clients contact you for work?
Yes. I am almost almost visible online. I you
Yes.
can you can message me in my Facebook page in
Yes.
Canva Concepts with Jennifer Estil. I'm
Yes.
also in Instagram, and also I
Mhm.
have my YouTube channel as well. If
Yes.
you're into learning Canva tutorials, you can check my YouTube channel. Again, it's Canva Concepts with Jennifer Estil. You can also log into my website if you'd
Yes.
like to see. It's
Yes.
canvaconcepts.com.
Yes, and I
And
heard
then
that
you
you'll
can
be
just,
appearing
yeah.
on Milna's Digital Summit this coming by end of August. Yeah, please
Yes.
invite our viewers.
Yes, that's right. I forgot about
Yes,
that. This digital summit. This coming end of August to September, first week of September,
mm,
we will have our event, which is free for
yeah,
everyone to join to learn more about freelancing and with fellow coaches.
yeah,
We will talk about different skills. We have someone sharing their Canva design expertise.
mm,
For me, I will be sharing my branding,
yeah.
visual branding expertise to help you succeed in your freelancing career. So please join us. You can just check out my page.
Mm.
I will announce it as more of the details there
Right.
and also in Instagram.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your precious time today, for blessing us with so much, invaluable advices. You have really, truly reboosted me in all of this. Yeah, talagang, yeah, maraming salamat talaga. And
You're
yeah,
welcome. It's my pleasure.
good luck in your future endeavors and stay pretty and let's continue to make it global.
Yes, you too. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. See you around, Jen. Bye bye.